Good morning, Cappuccino. Welcome to week 3 of home teaching and learning. Here is our warm-up for today. This warm-up, I took these problems from our last Math Space assignment, Math Space number 14. And Selma, these are for you. I took these from Selma's assignment. I think the directions were confusing to a lot of people, and so I took these from Selma. So Selma, follow along. These are for you and everybody else, okay? Because I know this was giving several people a tough time. What does this say? What is it asking? Okay, so a couple of problems at the beginning of the assignment look like these. So to solve the equation 3x equals negative 12, you would first need to divide both sides by what number? So it's asking for the first step, and they're assuming we're going to do the balance method. So here's the problem. If I was going to get x by itself, how would I do this with the balance method? So with the balance method, I would look at the x and I'd ask, how was it constructed? So it was constructed by multiplying by 3. And that's it. That's the only thing here. So how do I deconstruct? I would divide by 3. So what would I first need to divide both sides by? I would need to divide by 3. So what's the answer to this problem? 3. That's it. You just need to divide by 3. You would first need to divide both sides by what number? 3. That's it. You do not solve the problem. Okay? That's it. That's all you do. Okay? So in Math Space assignment number 14, the second problem was just like that. Okay, third problem looks like this one. To solve the equation 1/4 x equals negative 7, you would first need to multiply both sides by what number? Multiply. So I'm going to set up my construction. What's happening to the x? It's being timesed by 1/4. That's my construction. So what's the deconstruction? It would be to divide by 1/4. But it says multiply. This says divide. Oh yeah, because when we divide by a fraction, that's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, multiplying by the reciprocal, which is 4/1. Oh, and what is 4 divided by 1? Okay, that would just be 4. Why am I putting equal sign? 4 divided by 1. So I could just write times by 4. Okay, so my construction here is times by 1/4. The opposite of multiplying by a fraction is multiplying by the reciprocal. Multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, because the opposite of multiplying is divide, but when you divide by a fraction, you change it to multiplying by the reciprocal. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So what's the answer here? You would first need to multiply both sides by what number? This right here. You would need to multiply by 4. That's the answer to that. Or I suppose you could say 4/1, but Math Space might want you to change that to just 4. All right, so there's 4 problems like that are just asking you for the first step. What's the first step in balancing? Okay, after that, you can solve the equations however you want. So if I actually want to solve this, 1/4 x equals negative 11, I can use the balance method, or I can use the deconstructing, whichever one you want. So I'm going to do it both ways. Okay, so I'm going to solve this one. So if I do it with the balance method, I see x as being times by 1/4. And that's it. That's all that's happening. So how do I undo that? I divide by 1/4. But how do we divide by a fraction? That's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, 4/1. And 4 divided by 1, well, that's just 4. So I am going to balance. I'm going to times both sides of the equation by 4. So here on the left, I get 4 times 1 is 4 over 4. 4 divided by 4 is just 1, so I just have x. And on the right-hand side, negative 11 times 4 is negative 44. There it is. So there's my balance method. Okay? Now, I could also, though, do it with deconstruction. So last week, I showed you if you're doing it with deconstruction, you can rewrite the problem. Do 1 times x is 1x over 4 equals negative 11. And then we can go like this. X equals 1x equals 1x over 4 equals. And now I can do my construction steps. So I see I'm timesing by 1, then I'm dividing by 4. So the opposites of that, the opposite of divide is multiply, and the opposite of times by 1 is divide by 1. Negative 11 times 4 is negative 44. Negative 44 divided by 1 is negative 44. And there it is. So here I did it with deconstruction. Okay, deconstruction. And up here I did it with balance. So you can see the balance method takes up a little less space. It's a little faster. But deconstruction gets the same answer too. All right? So for today's math space assignment, you are going to be solving, and you get to choose. You can do either balance method or deconstruction method. Either method is going to work fine for all the problems that you have. So today's math space number 15, you can do balance or deconstruction. It's your choice. All right, if you need any help, send me an email and I can make a personal video just for you. And remember, you can always call or text Mr. Alvarez. Here's his phone number if you need help in Spanish. Okay, so here's Mr. Alvarez if you need help in Spanish. And then you can email me if you need help in English or my really bad Spanish. I'll give it a try. All right. Have a great day. Tomorrow we will be having office hours again. So watch for the announcement from Mr. Alvarez to come and join us in office hours. All right. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Hope to see you again real soon.